this is one thing about doing a podcast, and when you rely on like free software, when they do these auto updates, they reset all your default settings, and like my camera's going absolutely great ape shit right now. Look at it; it's like flickering and shit.
I'm just here to say that Mercury is currently in retrograde, so these things are just bound to happen.
So
That's what I was thinking.
And they changed the
Mercury
astrological
retrograde.
signs recently. Did you see that? They
did,
changed
but
zodiacs. Like, how can you just do that all of a
They
sudden?
can't. They can't.
All those Leos were so messed up from this. They were like, "Oh my God, I'm a Cancer now."
I'm
Leos
betting our
particularly.
administration had something to do with this.
Yeah.
No, but no, that's not how it works.
How does it
okay?
work? How do
When
you change your astrological signs?
You can't.
Dude,
When
read some
the
tarot
sun
cards, bro.
is in-
I mean,
But look, okay, spoiler alert. Our next episode is involving a medium and a tarot expert, so definitely tune in for
Creepy.
that show.
Nice.
But no, when the sun is in the part of the sky in the constellation known as Leo, when you are born, you are a Leo sun. That's just how that works.
Makes sense.
But according to the new zodiac signs, I'm not even a Scorpio anymore.
Well, according to that bullshit, I am
bullshit.
also not a Virgo, and that is bullshit because I'm the most Virgo person I know.
Well,
Moving along.
moving along. I don't even know what's going on anymore with my cameras or anything, but we're too into this right now.
We will get
But-
to the part of the show where I guess y'all's zodiac signs, so
Okay.
no spoilers, okay?
Yeah.
Toxic.
So
Under the
look,
toxic sign.
toxic.
such a bad name to start COVID era with.
Oh,
It was actually
yeah.
before COVID.
It was,
that
but
we
I'm saying, like-
started with that name.
Oops.
Not going back now.
Well, I know everybody's wondering who we got in studio. We have got two members of the five-piece Toxic, Laura. We've got Daniel Teitell. Did I say it wrong again?
Oh yeah, but I'm waiting for this one because she don't remember it.
No, I
shoot.
don't. I'm gonna go kind of. I'm gonna say title.
Okay, closer. Dan, would you like to take a whack at it?
Well, it's not even fair.
Teitell.
Yeah.
Teitell.
Okay. And I was gonna say I was gonna follow up with Teitell because of the two L's, but that's fine. I can
It's
take my
I
loss.
before E except after my name, and that's pretty much all I remember from growing up because there was no I after E before
And you
except
still
after
spell
C.
it wrong.
Whatever.
But you're learning. You're
Whatever,
Ah.
man.
We also have another Dan Rachlin.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
I got that.
good. Drums are easy. Well, forget I said that.
Oh, I don't know about that. No. So how are you guys doing, man? Thanks for making the trip up here.
Thanks for having us.
We're
Yeah,
doing
man.
great.
So how was the drive? Did you guys have far to get up here, or what?
3.5 hours, something like that. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
it was.
He picked me up.
It was about 30
He's that kind of
minutes.
guy.
Yeah, I walked in his house and I said, "Where's my date for tonight?" And then he's
Busy dyeing my beard.
doing his beard.
Yeah.
Doing this beard.
It's very vibrant. I
Yes.
have to ask, do you bleach? Because it's a very vibrant violet.
No, it's just great because I'm an old man. So
That's okay.
I just dye it and it lasts for like 2 days or whatever, and then I try to dye it before every show. So when people come to see us live, it's just always this vibrant, and they think
That's
it's always like
fantastic.
that.
Well, let me give you some advice on that dye. I don't know what kind of dye you use, but I had a guy come in and clean the carpets. When I say carpets, I mean literally the carpets on the floor, because I know Laura's over here about to bust me with some kind of
I was just
perverted
going to
remark.
say it's not a
but
euphemism.
It's not a euphemism, but make sure you don't spill it on carpet, because even a professional carpet cleaner can't get that shit off the floor, because I've got a black stain the size of a 50-cent piece and a dime on my master bedroom floor.
We try to either
They
do it
cannot
outside
get
or in
up.
the kitchen, but we use Arctic Fox, I believe.
I
And
was
this
going
is
to
like,
guess
I
that
think
it
this
was
is actually
either
called Purple Passion.
Manic Panic or Arctic Fox.
I
I
have
find
used
has
Manic
the
Panic
most
in the past.
vibrant colors.
Yes.
They're both vegan, so
Mm-hmm.
I
So you
will
can eat it.
champion either.
Well, that's
All
good.
right.
Yeah, she's a resident vegan.
Well, there
Okay.
you go.
I don't advise eating it,
No,
I
but
won't tell you what I
I
did.
didn't.
If you're-
Broccoli. What are you talking about? You had broccoli.
Yeah, that was right. That was,
That
the
was
second
vegan
course.
enough.
Broccoli's a superfood, man.
There it
I
is.
mean, if you can eat broccoli every day, the only meal of your life for the rest of your life, I guess that's redundant. The rest of your life, whatever. Anyway, you'll live a long and healthy life.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like being healthy.
yeah. Me too.
Adverse
Cheers.
to our band's name.
Cheers to healthy.
it's called balance.
Yeah.
You know, you have
So-
a band called Toxic, but you eat broccoli every day.
That's it.
So tell us about Toxic. Who wants to take the lead on this?
So I'll start. So me and two other guys got together, Keith and Todd, and our goal was to basically create another 80s cover band. Like Raleigh doesn't have enough of them. So we got together, we started playing some songs. We were looking for a singer, and we were having trouble finding a singer that gelled with us. And we ended up finding Daniel here, who is a little bit younger and likes a little bit newer music. And he has kind of transformed our band into what it is today, playing the songs that we do now.
And what is that?
We like to say 90s to 2000s heavy metal or heavier rock. Not so much metal. I don't think that we classify ourselves as the metal scene per se. I think it's harder rock because we also want people to not think that we're just screaming the entire time, which we're not. But yeah, I moved down here and I saw a very large gap in where the music scene can go. 80s was drenched in Raleigh was drenched in 80s scene, and I said, well, if you guys want to do 80s, you're going to need a different singer because I can't do that. I have way too low voice to be doing, Van Halen and Poison and whatever else. So.
To which I replied, hey, if it rocks and it's hard and it's heavy, I'm in. So I actually love all the music that we play.
Yeah. Breaking Benjamin, the Killswitch Engage, Slipknot, throw a little bit of Fuel in there. The nostalgic stuff that people who grew up in the thousands, really, more than anything else, kind of are like, wow, we haven't heard that song in, at least a decade. So kind of bring that back out into the scene and see where it's taking us. So
But we do Bullet for My Valentine. We do Avenged Sevenfold. So we do a lot of stuff that people know.
Yeah, and more complicated stuff. It's not just party music or anything like that. Kind of stuff that you go to a rock show and see rock bands doing instead of get up and dance or stuff like that. But yeah, we like it. We love doing what we do, and
then we end every show with, you guys said you saw our video.
Bodies.
And with Bodies from Drowning Pool. It's kind of what we've been known for.
Can't beat that song.
Well, it's like we were talking pre-show when we were outside talking. It's like I heard that on your Facebook page, your promo video, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. These guys are doing their promo video to the actual singers of the song, playing the song, and I was like, no, okay, that's them. Oh shit! So that's real.
On that
nice,
note, excuse me. On that note, Facebook flagged our video, like immediately when I posted it. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, we didn't use anything that said Drowning Pool. We didn't use anything that said anything that was going to get flagged. It wasn't the original soundtrack, whatever else. And I think they had initially flagged it, and they re-reviewed it and let it go. So it was an interesting flag that they did on that one.
Facebook flagging stuff? Come on, you gotta be serious.
Yeah, right? What's that about, Mark?
When the song started, it sounds just like the original.
That's awesome.
Now, your vocals are great, but they don't sound like Drowning Pools. There's a little touch. It's a little off, but it sounds great, but y'all have two different voices.
Yeah,
you can definitely tell that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, okay, it's them, But man, the music was spot on. It sounded just like it. Yeah.
Well, that's our goal, is to make the music sound as good as it can as the original. But Daniel's got his own voice. So, we always talk, he's like, I can't sing like that singer. I can only sing like me. I'm like, well, that's perfect. Sing like you, because we're not them, we're us.
Yeah, so, that is the point of a cover band, of a true cover. If you're out here trying to do Drowning Pool tribute, then that would be a different conversation. Mm-hmm. But I think... and I've said this before, I've said it a million times, the point of a cover is to make it yours, whatever that looks and sounds and feels like to you guys, maintaining kind of the essence of the original song, but also making it yours. Sure. I don't think artists take enough creative liberties in making it theirs, so I appreciate that you make it yours.
Yeah. It was the part where you were going, wah! the screams, that was on point. That was, thank you.
And we're going to talk about the metal scream too, because I was like duly impressed by yours, honestly. When you're like, we're hard rock, we're not metal, we're not just up there screaming. And I'm like, that's also a very underappreciated talent.
It is.
In the hard rock and metal community, is like that takes so much vocal work, seriously.
Yep.
So hats off. It was a really great scream.
Thank you. It's I honestly, I don't even think it was until our band that I really started screaming. And I had always been hesitant because you can hurt yourself really easily doing it. And a lot of guys have. A lot of big name people have.
Yes.
So it was definitely a hesitant thing. And I tell the guys, you know, when we make our set list, I say, you know, we're going to gear it towards, let's have a lot more singing than screaming because I'm going to last a lot longer. Longevity of the show, longevity of, you know, the career with the band. It's just easier to sing, obviously, but it sounds cool. I mean, you know, you throw it in there and people like to hear it. It's something new that people don't necessarily hear all the time. And like you said, I mean, every single person that does it, it's unique to them. It depends on where you're pushing from and this and that. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to do it, but until you're sitting in your car and just like screaming along to bodies, like you have no idea how to do it, and or if you're hurting yourself or whatever else. But
and it's always in the car.
Always.
Why do we sound so much better in the car?
It's got to be the acoustics.
It must be, but it's
I thought it was supposed to be the
dulled
shower.
down.
kind of a vacuum. Yes,
Yeah.
I was
torn.
taught to practice singing in the bathroom because you can hear yourself better. But in the car, I guess it's more of like a vacuum. I feel like it's purest and rawest in the vehicle with no echoes. So I don't know what to believe.
I mean, you aren't having the judgment of people in the car either if you're by yourself and screaming or trying to
I
rock
will
it out.
say, when I'm performing on my way to work,
It absolutely is
it's
a performance.
performance.
Of course it is.
if I come to a stoplight and there's a car beside me, I stop. And I honestly don't realize that I do it. And I think that's just something that everyone kind of unconsciously does. But also I've been, you know, at stoplights and I happen to glance up at my rear view and I see people just fucking jamming in the car behind me. I'm like, I just want to live like this person. Why can't I?
All out.
See, we just did that recently. We got to a stoplight, but we didn't stop singing. We're just rocking and rocking. And people in the back like, hey, look over there.
Yeah,
we look
people-
over and they roll down. They're like clapping outside of their truck. They're like, you guys are awesome. You in a band?
We're like,
"Yeah,
we're toxic. Go follow us.
And we were literally like across the street from Corner Park. We're like, we're playing there in a couple of weeks. Come see us.
They are two peas in a pod.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
love
Look, they got
them
the same
so
name.
much.
They got the same name, the same haircut. I mean, look at this.
I love
But as
them
far as our
so
set
much.
list, so we kind of start off with Bull of My Valentine, Kill Switch Engage, and we come out, we want to hit you over the head. We want you to know that we're not just another band. We're not doing the same songs as everyone else. We are the heavier area of where music is. So we kind of like to hit people over the head, and then we kind of lighten it up. We do, you know, Control and Hemorrhage by Fuel and songs like that. So we get a little bit lighter. We do some Stone Sour stuff. So it's a good mixture.
That's
That
my
is a good
genre. I love
mixture.
that, man.
Yeah.
You guys going to see? You're going to Knotfest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
We got
we'll be
tickets
there.
next
Yeah,
week.
we'll be there.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Absolutely.
be in the VIP hanging out.
Yeah,
with
Oh, it
We
must
know-
be nice. Look
we
at
know-
dropping VIPs. Like, look, we're
We know
$20
Corey.
lawn tickets.
I'm just
Corey,
mean-
we know you, Corey. Okay.
But also, another thing I've said before, and I've said it 1,000 times, Corey Taylor by far has like one of the best voices in metal. I love that
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
So Daniel, when you said you moved down here, where did you move from?
Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Bergen County, New Jersey. Grew up there and moved down probably, 3 years ago. And I am not looking back. Sorry, Jersey. Love you.
Well, that's okay. I don't think Jersey can really take offense at this point because everyone who's migrated here from New York and New Jersey has pretty much said, that, yep, you as well.
Long Island.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
We've
That's
moved
fine.
around a lot. We've been here 10 years right now, so
Okay.
I've been here for a while. My sister and her family been here like 18 years or something.
Gotcha.
So
So who founded the band?
I founded it with Keith and Todd. I
Okay.
think Keith put out an ad, something saying he wanted to do an 80s band, so I messaged him, and Todd and Keith were together already, so it was the three of us that kind of started it. And the way we came up with the name was, I think Todd just put us all in a chat and said Toxic 3. And I was like, Toxic? I'm like, that's a good name. We should name the band Toxic. And they're like, you think so? And I'm like, sure, why not? They're like, okay. And of course, that was,
Ran with
6
it.
months before the pandemic, so.
So you guys are fairly new.
That was
then.
very
Yeah,
interesting.
okay.
Yeah, we only played 2 shows before the pandemic.
One was a backyard party,
Yeah,
and the
backyard
other one
barbecue.
was at the Maywood, R.I.P.
Chili cook-off.
Wait, what happened to the Maywood?
Oh, that's been gone.
Are you serious?
COVID got Maywood.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So
Another
Man.
small
it
business
was
shutdown.
an awesome venue, and we loved it. We played with Bloody Sabbath, and it was a weird group of guys, but it worked. And it was literally February 2020 that we played the show. So the next month, everything shut down, and we're like, "You got to be kidding me right now!" And so Keith and Todd kind of faded. We all kind of faded away from it. I mean, as a lot of bands did during COVID, it wasn't going to work out. We weren't going to be able to do shows and do what we wanted to do anyway. So then I guess maybe 2 or 3 months later, after they kind of fizzled out, I kind of took charge and was like, all right, let's get this back up and going again, because I was getting depressed and like sitting around, and I gotta, that's an outlet for me is music, no matter what. So I found 3 new guys off of bandmix.com, like the Facebook for musicians basically is what bandmix is. And like the first 3 that I found, we just got together and just jammed. Like it just felt right. Everyone was playing the right stuff, and we ran with that for a year and a half, up until about 2 months ago. And then our one guitarist is in a original band, and he is going to record. Actually, he's in LA right now with the band recording. So he kind of had to, fade away from us, which is fine. Completely supportive, absolutely supportive in everything he does. His band's awesome. So we found our new 5th member. I think he had come to a bunch of shows of ours or something like that, and he knew our other guitarist, Rick. And Rick reached out and was like, "Hey man, do you want to be in the band or try out and try your hand at it?" And at the time, we had about a month and a half before Corner Pocket this Saturday, and you have to learn 23 songs in a month and a half. So
no pressure.
No pressure whatsoever.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, and we're not talking again like the Van Halens or something like that in the rhythm section of it. It was like the stuff we do is we say we have 2 lead guitarists, because they do split the music up. And honestly, Scott has surpassed all expectations, and he is going to be completely ready for the show. So, it's been a wild ride ever since, February of 2020, but we're for it.
Yep.
We're here.
We're building our brand.
We're building it.
This
Building Toxic.
pandemic has definitely been like a telling time for musicians and bands, for sure. There's, those who kind of fell victim to it, who, kind of dissipated and couldn't do anything with it. And then there are those who had to take the step back that they had to for the health and well-being of themselves, for the health and well-being of, the, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pull it out. You can do it.
No, I can't. The venues.
Right.
The venues
Those
for which they
places
play.
where the people come and the bands play.
The venues.
Okay, we know.
Where they used to go.
The word was
right.
the word was vendors. For some reason, that was coming to mind. I'm like, no, that's not the word. So I
No,
was
they
like,
sell the
actually
overly
fighting with
expensive beer.
myself.
Yeah.
It's been a very long day. So the venues, it's been tough for everybody. And, just kind of your own tenacity decides who you're going to be on the other side of it. So it's really nice to see you guys come out on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And really just kind of pick up where you left off and make it happen.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Hats off.
It's been fun.
Good. We did miss 3 shows due to the
COVID.
toxicity of our band. Because we just all had COVID.
I was kind of telling it, like, rappers always rap about like being in jail and stuff like that, and they've never actually been in jail. Well, now we are toxic because we've gotten COVID, so now we are what we are, and that's.
And it's funny because
Makes us
one of
a
my
little bit more
earlier
legit.
T-shirt ideas was toxic on the front, and on the back it would say "You've been infected."
Not good
or,
anymore.
I've been infected.
Don't do that no
And I was
more.
like, maybe that's not such a
Not
good
a very
idea anymore.
strong marketing avenue
But
currently.
you know what? We can kind of tail end on COVID and make it a positive thing.
I guess when COVID is an afterthought, it can be kind of like a tongue-in-cheek sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that's only when COVID has been said and done, and it's just in a history book.
There is no shortage of places to play. Venues, Laura.
Right.
Here in the Triangle, man. You can find a place with a stage. You like that? Do you guys do any System of a Down?
Yeah, Aerials.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's his favorite.
Toxicity and Aerials are like my 2 favorite
That's
songs.
yeah. I was in a band in Jersey before I moved down here. another horrible name, Diffused. We all kind of just like it wasn't spelled diffused. Whatever. Anyway, tangent.
How was it spelled?
Defuzed.
Okay.
So it looked like defuzzed. So we kept getting, defuzzed. You guys are awesome. I'm like, okay.
Thanks.
I guess we're defuzzed now. Whatever. It is what it is.
Daniel Teitell from The
Yeah,
Fuzz.
I'm
Isn't that did they mistaken you guys for cops?
Yeah,
Calling you
exactly.
Defuzz.
Yeah, defuzzed. We run away after every show. We ran away from the venue. Sorry, I had to say venue one more time. I had to jump on that.
That's
train.
fine. That's
okay.
fine.
We're gonna say it
that's
like 20 more times.
that's on me. That's that last brain cell just yeeted itself right out of the studio. And,
Ladies and gentlemen, the word of the show today is
venue.
Venue.
Say it together now.
venue.
and he gets so mad at me when I point something out to him that
Well,
he's like
you know.
totally obliterated.
Because he's in the cool chair.
You know,
It's
it's
just the computer.
it's like you never say anything wrong. You're
Oh,
like
there
the
it
one that
is.
sits over there and you're all perfect every show. So when you have the one little slip up, we gotta like
I'll get
multiply
my
it
boots.
by 100,000, and yeah, she's drinking her drink.
Yeah.
We'll just move on, right? Moving right along.
So I was in the band. We did aerials, and we did. I think we tried to do Chop Suey at one point, and I was like, that song's a lot, but I would love to do Toxicity eventually. I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
will.
Then you were like Toxic by Britney Spears. You just ran with the Toxic train like a lot.
No, I said we should use that for part of our intro. That would
Okay.
be kind of funny.
I'm just going to pause you
we have
guys
nothing to do with
right
that.
here. We were doing sound checks earlier. And, I was just doing kind of like my welcome to another episode of Hammered tonight. We've got Toxic, a local, hard rock cover band from the Raleigh area. Not to be confused with Britney Spears' #1 hit from 2014 to 2015.
Right.
But I'm low key, but there's really nothing I appreciate more than a cross genre cover. So is
I
it
would
out
love
there?
to see you guys do Toxicity.
We
I
have
mean, not
talked about
toxic,
it.
toxic.
Toxic for
We have
Britney
talked
Spears.
about it.
Yeah.
I just have to say, both of them just lean back.
You know the words?
Both of them.
on a bit. I got a thing. I don't know the words. I'm just like making up. I think Daniel's got it.
There you go.
That's all you. I'm addicted to you, 'cause I know that you're
Put
toxic.
in some heavy metal guitar and halftime drums. We got a
Fuck
song.
yes.
You might,
okay.
hey man,
Do it.
people like take
Copyright.
songs and they like twist them up. What's this Metallica cover I heard the other day that some girl sang?
God,
And,
Miley Cyrus just sang Metallica.
I heard that one. She did that on Stern. Was it Stern? She did it with Metallica.
With Metallica.
With Metallica. It was a Fade
Well,
to
that's
Black.
different.
I
Yeah,
know.
What are you doing
I
with
mean,
that?
yeah.
And you're already famous.
Hey, I'll do
Right.
Toxic with Britney Spears. That's fine. Whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, she doesn't have a conservatorship anymore, so
Yeah.
you might be able to do it with her. I mean, I don't
saying.
know what your situation is, but hey.
I would just like to say, if I Prevail can cover Taylor Swift, these guys can do Britney Spears.
I Prevail is one of the greatest bands that came. I think they came from MySpace. To be very honest with you, I think they started as a MySpace band and they blew up. And I absolutely love those guys so much. I think there's a lot of good rock bands that are under the radar right now. I mean, Octane Radio is just blasting at the seams with new bands that are just never gonna get discovered bigger than Octane Radio, and it's so frustrating. But
That's because that kind of music's not what the market wants
I
now.
know.
That's why they have to
You
do
know.
festivals that are 3 days long with 50 bands for any of them to get anywhere.
Exactly. And you know what I learned about Blue Ridge Rock Festival, which I guess we were there. You guys weren't there, right?
Our guitarist was.
Right, you guitars. But you know what I learned? The smaller bands, the local bands had to pay to get on them smaller stages.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, to get that exposure. They
If
had
I was
to
an
pay.
original band, I would pay to be out there.
I would
All that
too.
crowd.
I was
That's
gonna
the whole
say,
idea is
That
when
makes
you're-
perfect sense.
When you're a new band, we're trying to build our brand right now. We're trying to get shows
Shoot, we did
anywhere we
free
can.
shows.
We're we'll play anywhere for anything. And it's just to get in front of people.
Yeah.
Because when all you have is social media to promote yourself, there's only so far you can go with that. You really need to just play out, let people hear you, and then they're going to go tell other people about you. So,
Do you guys have TikTok?
You do.
well, I do for my YouTube
The
channel. I
older
don't have
folk
it
do.
for-
I don't have TikTok, unfortunately.
We don't have it for the band.
No,
We
no,
have,
not for the
Instagram
band.
and Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your YouTube show. You got a YouTube show, Dan?
Yeah, I have a YouTube show. It's called Dan's Garage NC. I work on old American muscle cars and been kind of building that on the side, and I got the band, and I figure if I can make enough money doing all that stuff, I can quit my job.
Oh, wow. If somebody wants to like check out your YouTube channel, it's Dan Muscle Cars.
Dan's Garage NC.
Oh, Dan's Garage NC. Check that out. I'm going to have to check it out. Yeah.
Fun.
Those are good shows to watch, man. I love what...
And my daughter does all my intros, so I kind of try to, put a little family...
Made your own intro song.
Yeah, I wrote my own intro song, one of my older bands, so it's all original music on it. I got friends in the music business that write original music for me to use, so I don't have to worry about YouTube
demonetizing your shit.
Having the same
flagging
song
it
that
for
everybody else
man,
has.
they're the worst.
So,
like I went and for my other podcast, went on this place called Audio Jungle. Okay. And you can buy like intro songs and stuff. So the one I bought the one for Hammered, and no problems with YouTube at all. It plays. There's no copyright violations or anything like that. But I bought another one, same exact process I went through with the first one, and I put it on 2 of my other podcast episodes. Demonetization, copyright violation.
I hate that.
But that was when I played like a quarter of the song. So I cut it down to like 15 seconds.
I think that's what it is. It has to be under 15 seconds.
And
to not get
then it posts fine. No violations. But damn it, man. You can't win, you can't lose with YouTube because you need them. You need YouTube to get your stuff out there. And I hate to say it, you got to adhere to their rules and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, Michael, don't insult our platform, okay?
I'm not. You saw I said we need them. God bless them. Love YouTube.
Okay, I know, but don't follow it up with any buts, okay?
Well, see, building a YouTube channel is the same thing as building a band. It's like there's people out there, millions and millions of people watching YouTube, and there's a ton of people out there watching bands. Yeah. So they can only watch you if they know about you. So it's all about just getting it out there and keep doing it. And the biggest thing is you have to do it because you love it. You can't do it for the money,
Oh, that's right.
You have to do it because you love it, and that's why you're doing it.
Yeah. Like a lot of podcasters, man, they look and see Joe Rogan out there and signing hundreds of millions of dollars of contracts with Spotify. But, there's over 1 million. There's probably over, what was the number? I heard him say it. There's over like 100 million or something podcasts out there right now.
Oh, easily.
And most podcasts don't last past 7 episodes. Right. 7 episodes is the average when people quit and give up. As I told Laura, I was like, you know what? We'll cater to the small market of Raleigh with Hammered and just keep doing that because the moment you get down and you're like, nobody's watching or none. We have viewers. We have people that watch the show. Right. But
we love every single one of them.
Thank you for being here.
And you say one, the number 1, because that might be the only one.
Yeah.
No.
There you go.
No.
What?
No.
Well, this is a great venue.
We love all of you.
Wow.
And we're out. All right.
And she's leaving. The traditional leave.
I know. I threatened to leave every show.
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't do this without me.
You're right. Do it. No, I was going to say something. I'm just going to shut up. Where were we? We were like talking good stuff about YouTube.
Here? What's going on?
Tension in this room?
No.
So on your show though, Dan, do you flip cars or like what goes on here?
I bought 15 cars.
Okay.
And I'm processing them one at a time. I bring them home, clean it out, try to get a title for it, and sell it.
Oh, so Dan's rich. We got a rich man in the studio.
There's something kind of funny.
Yeah.
Is growing up, I watched my dad kind of do something similar, except he would buy the cars and then they kind of became greenhouses in our yards.
Yes. I'm doing the opposite.
He buys those greenhouses.
I clean it up and I make it a car and sell it to somebody.
Right. So there's an 82 Carmen Ghia sitting in my parents' backyard that has, weirdly, it's been in one backyard where I grew up and then they picked it up and moved it to this other house where it just became a greenhouse all over again. Nice. And it's such a cool car, but it's I love you, Dad. I'm sorry. But there's now the Volkswagen and a Pontiac and another Pontiac and then some Chevy.
Well, now you're talking my language. Pontiac and Chevy.
All with so much there was so much will involved in that purchase at one time is now
sitting there.
Just a really lovely perch for my dad's cats who live outside.
Well, we may have to go check those out. That might be the next
you
Dan's
got him
Garage
salivating
MC
at
purchase.
cars.
It might-
just
You know, you might honestly be kind of the inspiration he needs to breathe life back into these
There you go.
projects. You know, my dad's a car guy. He's always been a car guy. That was his career, my entire upbringing. He comes from a family of car people, so I know a little bit of that kind of garage talk, if you will. But it's
Well, how about you get your dad to listen or watch more than 5 minutes of the podcast, so maybe he can get to this
So
part.
have him watch this
And
one,
he would
and then
like
you can
it.
check out my YouTube channel, and then we'll go
So
over
this is where we
fix
have
those.
to appeal to the TikTok community. So you have to cut out this minute-long conversation so my dad has the attention span to listen
Wait,
to
is your
it.
dad on TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
All right, because my 13-year-old's on TikTok, so I thought it was kind of like
I
the
feel
younger
like that,
generation. I don't know.
the
There is
TikTok
a
is like
significant generational gap on TikTok.
Why?
I don't
like
know.
if someone comes to me, like if I'm at work and someone will literally come and be like, "Did you watch this TikTok video?" I'll be like, "No, I don't. Like I have a life. Like I'm doing stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not hating on the TikTokers. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
It is very addictive because you could just sit there and
Yes.
scroll through everything.
But
And
I
that's
wasn't-
the idea. There's a guy I know that has a YouTube that started out on TikTok.
But
and
so
he's
was
making,
Vine
he's
and
making a ton of
everything
these
else that
5-second
was.
videos, and
R.I.P.
people are
Vine.
watching them all day
I
long,
love the
and I'm
Vine.
like,
Is it just me or was Vine totally better than TikTok?
It's 100%. It's 5 seconds. That's it. I don't have to like sit there and.
Yeah.
It's 5 seconds. Get it shorter.
But that's destroying
That's
our
what she said.
youth. Their attention span is like,
She
wait,
never
what?
said
All right,
that.
I'm
Never,
done.
never.
Look,
done that.
so this is no lie. I started a TikTok account just for the show. I did
Right.
have a personal one. I never
Promotional use
used
only.
it, you know. But promotional use only. But I get on it at night when I go to bed. I pick my phone up, and I got like a tradition I go through, a routine when I go to bed. I pick my
Right.
phone up, I play a game. I do my I play like one of them strategy games. It's called Marvel Strike Force. I play that. I do my daily tasks I need to be done. I'm done with it. Then I go to TikTok, and this is where I fuck up. Mm-hmm. First video, oh God, I keep swiping. And then it's like, oh, I laugh.
And it's 4
And then,
a.m.
oh,
and you're
God.
like, I gotta go to bed.
An hour later, I'm like
Yeah.
fighting. I'm dropping the phone on the bed out of my hand,
Yeah.
like falling asleep, and I still pick it up and keep going. And then finally, I'll turn it over face down, and then I'll try to go to sleep. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta pick it up again.
But then, like, he's
It's the
still
worst.
twitching, like rigor mortis. Like, I
Oh
gotta.
my God.
TikTok has like it's
Gotta
so
have another
addictive,
TikTok. You
man.
gotta have another one. You know?
Oh, the other day I saw this one, and these people are at a zoo, and there's these gorillas there, and they got Mountain Dew on the outside, right? With the people have Mountain Dew, and the monkey comes up to the cage, and he's like pointing at the Mountain Dew, and there's like a slot, you know, where you can pour the Mountain Dew or the
What?
liquid, and the freaking monkey's like, hey, bring it over here.
Oh, great.
And they pour it in, and he's like, then they walk back over there. She picks up a banana, and he goes, the Mountain Dew. And dude,
Give me
it
the
was a
sugar.
never ending, like, yeah.
That's not good for the monkeys.
It's a monkey.
Yeah.
That's not good for. Okay, first of all, it's not good for humans. Why are we feeding it to the monkeys?
You know what that stuff does to you inside?
Oh, yeah.
I don't care to find out.
Processed
Yeah.
sugars. Oh.
I use it
Right.
to strip paint off of old cars.
You know, there's a show I love. It was on Netflix. It's called, is it Rust Valley Restores? It's out of Canada, though.
Yep.
And they take and buy these old-ass beaters, and they fix them up. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
But the best part of the show is the father and the son dynamic. Like, they always arguing. Yeah, it's like that bike show. You know, the one, it's the same
Right.
type
Orange
format.
County Choppers.
Yeah.
That's it. I was like,
But-
oh, what's that bike show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent a whole weekend just binging that show on Netflix. And
See, that's the thing. It's an addiction like anything else, like music. Like, we can't get enough music. Like, we would
Yeah.
play together every night if we, didn't have families and jobs. And it's the same thing with cars. It's an addiction. Like, I look at Facebook Marketplace. That's like my weakness. I'll lay in bed at night and look at that. and
Dude,
be
you
like,
had
"Ooh, that's only
COVID.
$6.50? I could buy that.
Dan's in bed, like dying from COVID. Like
Yeah.
this man had like double pneumonia, like in the hospital, and then he texts me and he goes, "I did something bad." I was like, "Oh God, are you okay? Like, are you gonna make it?" And he's like, "I might have just bought another car." I'm like, "You need to get off
Yeah.
of your ass and go do something with your 108-degree fever or
There's
whatever he
cars out
had."
there that need to be saved. And we all need to do our part.
so basically cars are like You need to rescue cars like Laura needs to rescue cats.
Yes.
This car has 3
Yes.
wheels. Please, for $1 a day, you can donate to this
You can help
car.
Dan's Garage buy this car and fix it up. See, that's the goal, is to have the YouTube pay for your obsession. So,
Yeah.
if I could do that and still have a retirement, I'm in good shape.
Well, so how's your subscribers? You got a lot of subscribers. How's it going with the show?
Right now, I think I got like 1,250, something like that.
Oh my God, I want to be like you. We've only got 350.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard. It takes,
Don't with this
like
head.
I said, it's
just
like the
gonna
band.
blow
You gotta
up.
go out there. You gotta promote yourself. You gotta get the TikTok.
No, you
and
did. You did.
Instagram.
Dan does a lot of work to get it off the ground, and so much so that I get so angry sometimes.
Yeah,
but
he's
it's
like, you
okay.
care more about Dan's Garage than you do Toxic.
I
I'm
do,
like, it's
and then
okay.
I'm
No, I
leaving.
don't.
We're
You
getting a
know.
divorce.
They're my 2 children, so I gotta. Yeah.
I think it's the purple beard.
Yeah.
I think there's something very attractive to viewers about that.
If you watch
Well-
the videos, it's his daughter in the
Yeah,
in
my
the
daughter does the
beginning.
intro.
I mean,
so she's got this cute little dance she does, and
Ashley is probably the coolest kid I've ever met. in
she's
my
the one that
entire
grabs
life.
them in, and then my intro goes off, and it's my rock and roll music on there, and then I do something with a car, and people are like, yeah, skip. So
That's all well and good, but I'm trying to get this guy to get his beard dyed. So
there you
you
go.
heard it here first, Hammered
Wait.
Nation. If we get 1,250 subscribers to our YouTube channel,
You better start
this
sharing
gentleman
this.
right here is going to dye his beard purple. Arctic Fox. What was the
Or
color?
it's Purple Passion.
Purple Passion.
Or you could do the mohawk. I got a picture of me when I was on tour with the bands with this is blue and this is blue, and I had a mohawk. It was-
Don't encourage this guy to shave his head.
No, I said dye it, not shave it.
He did
Well,
say
you said
that.
something
He's
about
got the little
mohawk.
mohawk
No,
sticking
he
up there,
said
the
he
little-
said mohawk, and I was triggered from last summer when you shaved your head. So
I look good with a bald head. Who are you talking? What are you saying?
Well, you got that hair in the front, though. Leave that and dye it, and then there you go.
Well, so
Frost
here's
your
the
tips.
problem
Go full
with this.
90s.
Whoa.
With what I do for an
He's already
actual
graying.
job. Yeah.
it's
But I've
fine.
been graying since I was in my 30s, though, so that just still didn't count. Yeah.
I didn't gray. I just lost. It was nothing. I didn't even have that stage of life. It just,
I didn't lose my hair. I just gave it to my daughter.
It totally works though. The bald look, it's totally
It's
sexy.
very rock and roll.
It's.
Yeah.
I was thinking like
So.
Mr. Clean. Like women swoon over that guy. He's a fictional character.
Have you
So
ever
bald.
have you ever thought about doing like a special episode and kind of like get the band involved, give them like some wrenches and like?
No,
hey,
I
we're
try to
gonna-
keep my children separate. So. That's why he's getting so angry. They keep bringing up my YouTube
family dinners
channel.
are
He's
really
like,
awkward.
Oh, we're gonna talk about band.
with
I was
YouTube.
gonna say,
Well,
like,
toxic in
it's
garage.
why would he introduce his mistress to his family? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Ooh.
We try to keep the
It's a
relationship
side. It's a
separate.
side. You know.
Toxic Garage.
I
Holy
love them
shit.
both the same.
Oh,
I swear.
One makes you a lot more money than the other one. Not a lot, but you know.
I don't think so.
If you combine the two, though,
But
You're rolling.
then I could maybe go get a hot dog from someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Sheetz Rewards card. If you have a Sheetz Rewards card, I have gotten gas from Sheetz for the last 3 years, and I am specifically talking to you, Sheetz. I have accumulated like 10 cents on that card with the hundreds and hundreds of dollars I put in with my gas. Why? Like, why do I have a Sheetz card? Like, what's the point? I got nothing.
I mean, it's kind of true. It's like credit card rewards. You
That's
spend
how I feel
$20,000, you get $2.
Yeah.
my Hilton's honors rewards.
Like, what are they honoring? Oh, we'll give you an extra towel in your room. Thank you.
Then
This is for you.
Then there's my friends who are other like hotel property loyalists who have like 8,000 points and they get like a full week stay. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I had to sacrifice a newborn for my 8,000 points. Like,
It's all right.
it's all rigged.
Don't have a right arm
Now,
anymore.
granted, Hilton Properties is the superior hotel property group, but I feel like I should get a little more for my loyalty.
I mean, that is a very free plug you just gave.
Yeah,
both of
shout
them.
it out.
I mean,
Oh, let me say, Hilton. Could someone sing Sarah McLachlan, please?
In the arms of the
A loyalist
Wow, ask
for
and you shall
years and
receive.
years. Please give me more than just an extra towel in my room. I will want to travel more in this very dark time which we live. Thank you for your contribution to my travel.
And don't charge me for the minibar stuff.
This is what you're like. You're just bawling your eyes out at the commercial. This
All right.
stupid
You have
dog
that
has
1-800
2
number at the bottom of the
feet.
screen. Please donate.
I think I just found our clip.
That was brilliant, and I don't care who sees it.
I'm
Rock and
impressed that
roll.
you're Sarah McLachlan. Hey,
Hey,
Anyone who's ever seen an ASPCA commercial knows, like, how
like,
heart-wrenching it is.
Your hand is on the remote, and you're like, God, this show is really good, but, this commercial. I don't know if I can do it again. I don't know if it can happen. It happens.
I haven't heard or seen that commercial in decades, though.
But you also haven't had, like, cable in decades.
Oh.
Well, seeing TV has changed. Like you said, you got a YouTube channel that, plays this in podcasts and things, so commercials are completely different now, so...
You know what, though? I hate YouTube for one reason. It's like every time...
Cut that out.
Okay, Michael, don't disrespect your platform. They're going to turn it into 2D.
There's one thing I hate about YouTube. It's when you want to see a video, like you're excited, you see it. So recently I've been into arm wrestling videos. Don't ask me why. There's this guy named Devin Lariat, okay? But he's like the WWE arm wrestler.
Does he have the one larger than the other one? Like I was like the Popeye arm, and then the other one's like he hasn't used that in 38 years.
What's impressive about these guys are they're strong in both. They have different divisions, left arm and right arm.
Oh, okay.
But oh god, what was that? I lost my train of thought here.
That's what my ADD does. It kicks you off. You're not going to remember.
Talking about
shit.
commercials.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Leave it to a drummer. They're always on point. Keep us going. So, I want to see this match. It's Devin Lariat. He's shit talker. He's entertaining as hell. He just doesn't get up there and grunt. And he talks shit to the guys, and he's flexing. And you got to watch him. Go home, watch Devin Lariat on YouTube arm wrestling. Okay, enough plugs for him. But then,
does he have a TikTok? I need to watch his TikTok.
He probably does.
I'm not going to watch his
15
TikTok.
seconds version.
No.
But this guy, right, you click on it, then all of a sudden here's a fucking ad. Yeah. And then it's not just the ad where you can like wait 5 seconds on the right and click skip ad. No, it's the one on the left where it counts down for 15 seconds. And then it says ad 1 of 2. Then you're like, oh my God.
That is all controlled by the YouTuber, by the way. So.
But that's also how you know you're watching a fucking long-ass YouTube.
Or the beginning of a really long-ass
that's
YouTube.
A feature film long episode of this guy
No, they're like
playing arm
3
wrestling.
Minutes, like 3 minutes long.
We gotta talk about what you're watching on YouTube. I'm gonna have to start putting on some like parental controls.
Hey, I got like 70-something episodes you need to get caught up on after this, so you'll have plenty of stuff to watch after
these
that.
Plugs today.
Well, look,
YouTubers do set their own commercials, so if you're ever watching YouTube and there's a lot of commercials, that's because that person's trying to make a lot of money. They can shut them all off or turn them all on or do anything in between. You can basically turn every single one on or off.
So you have 1,200 subscribers already. So that means you are able to monetize, right?
Yes, I am monetized.
Because it's 1,000 subscribers, and it's got to be
4,000 watch hours.
4,000 watch hours.
Rolling within the last 12 months. So you can't have like one thing that everybody in the world watched and it's way old and nobody's watching you anymore. You always have to have 4,000 watch hours current.
Well, how does that work? Do you get a check from YouTube, or do they let you know that you're monetized now?
It's a whole process to get monetized. And
Michael, I think it's just time that we stop sucking and let YouTube tell us how it's done.
I'm the heart of the show.
You'll get there. Just keep promoting on TikTok. As people are scrolling through, they'll get there.
We've got a couple of TikTok videos up there, man, but I don't have time to produce everything like it needs to be done. Like you need. I was telling Laura, if I went through all of our shows, you guys are number 71, but if I went through all 70 of these shows and sat and watched them all and tried to get video clips that I thought were funny or something that people would want to watch, in 30 seconds. Take me forever, man. Right. I just don't have that time.
Yeah.
I got to hire a company, man. See?
True.
That's perfect right there. See,
that
would be a couple of hits.
Not my best work, to be honest.
It's okay. If you were at the right venue, though.
This is the right venue, by the way.
Sorry, that was a really lame joke.
I mean, that was like dad joke.
I got
Are you a dad? Are you a father?
I am not.
Oh.
Really coming.
Not that he knows
but you're ready for it, though, and those kind of jokes.
Am I a father? No. Okay, I don't think that one time.
No.
Question mark?
What question mark? All right, so look, we're at the point of the show right now where Laura gets to test her knowledge against you guys.
Oh, boy.
So we have this thing. It's called Hammer Trivia.
Wait, is it toxic trivia or?
No.
Oh, okay. We know about toxic.
I decided I'm going a whole different route. This isn't even about music.
Yeah.
Let me turn the screen here. So you guys are going to get 3 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Together? Do we get to like
No. So you guys do paper, rock, scissors to see who answers the 3rd question.
Okay.
You have
Excuse me?
Yeah, so let's say Dan will get 1, then you'll get 1. Then Dan will get 1, then you'll get another one. You know how to play this. This isn't your first rodeo.
No, it's not. But the way that you explained it was like, and also, where are our trophies?
I've got them up. They're put up. I put them in the closet.
Let's just get into it.
No, let's just get into it. But hey, so the way it works is it's 6 total questions, 3 per team. Whoever answers the most. See, I like the way they're going at it right now. See?
Well, I
That
don't
team
have
unity.
a team member here.
Well,
You have the team
get
member
twice as
over
many
there.
questions.
I
understand that.
He's
created
the
the
host.
question,
He's
so-
nothing.
So tonight's questions are on 90s movies.
Ooh.
All right, nothing about music, so it's kind
Good
of
luck.
a clean slate.
Okay. What year were you
No-
born?
92.
Okay.
You're older.
Okay, I feel good about it. Okay.
92. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start with Toxic first. Whoever wants to go first.
You go ahead. You're
Thanks.
the lead man.
Daniel's going first. Lead singer's going first. Are you ready, Daniel? All right.
Yes.
In the 1994 movie Pulp Fiction, in what establishment does the film begin and end?
At the buzz in.
Is it?
It was a diner.
Oh wait, it's multiple choice.
Yes, it is multiple choice.
Oh, I like this game now.
What is that about?
Is it a diner, a leisure
No.
center, a car park, or a shopping mall?
Diner.
That is correct.
Said that before the friggin' multi-choice
Yes,
on
it
that
was.
one. You heard that? Did you get the
I
soundbite
like
on
the
that?
dramatic
was,
pause until.
Because I wasn't
The
like
multiple
100%.
choice.
I literally haven't seen Pulp Fiction in like a minute. Or
I
two.
just
Hard,
watched it
but-
2 weeks ago.
I've
Still
never
great.
seen it.
I don't think,
Oh my
I don't think
God.
I've seen it all the way through,
I haven't
so that's
seen it
fair.
either, so
But the
I'm on the same
beginning,
side as you.
the beginning was a good question. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah, they
What?
start off in the diner. The two, they
Mhm.
rob the. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to spoil it for you. You know what? You deserve to have it spoiled.
Michael,
That
just
movie's a decade old.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
some
it's,
change.
ooh, 2
Oh,
decades.
2
almost,
decades.
almost
Yes.
2 decades.
90s trivia. We're in
Yeah.
2021.
Michael, we've been through this. Just assume I've never seen anything.
All right, Laura, that's our homework. We need to watch Pulp Fiction because
Do
I've
you
never
kn-
seen it either.
Oh,
like
what?
a
I know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's
Wait, how old are you, Dan?
older than him.
I like the way he just starts twitching.
It's like that. He really just asked me that question. Oh shit! Move on next.
Well, that's a loaded one
I
there.
lived through all of the 90s
Oh,
and all of the 80s and most of the 70s.
That's
As far
fine.
as I'm
Him
going.
too. Totally fine.
I'll be 46 this month.
I'll be 50 next month.
50.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All that matters is you don't look it.
I was actually thinking I was older than you.
It's all about the attitude, people.
The
and the
purple
bald head helps.
The purple
The
goat.
purple beard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
I'm-
eyebrow piercing. Like, what 50-year-old looks like this?
You do.
I don't know. I feel
David
like a
Brown.
lot of them are starting to look like that. Tattoos and like piercings, purple
Yeah.
beards. I think it's a thing.
The TikToks, the everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just if you're 50, you get a TikTok account.
The
That's it.
dancing,
I
the
don't know.
singing.
My dad being 62 and he's sending me like 15 TikToks a day. I'm like, Dad, I'm at work.
It's enough.
15. I would love to see like your dad's first video when it pops up when he opens his TikTok account. What's the first thing he sees?
It's a cat.
A cat.
I
video.
promise. I promise. Okay, what's my question?
All right, here you go, Laura. In the 1990 movie Goodfellas, who plays the role of the psycho Tommy DeVito?
You got this.
Is it Danny DeVito, Joe Pesci, Samuel Jackson, or Danny John Jules?
Okay, I'm thinking it's one of the 2 Italians listed.
I would be totally fucked if this was my question.
Oh
So
man,
would
I want to do the
Well, I have a
impersonation
guess,
so
but-
bad right now.
Do it.
I can help
I don't
you
think
out.
it'll help her.
It's gonna be a different movie that I do it in though.
I'm Joe Pesci.
And that is correct.
Oh, that's what I would have picked.
Yeah, 1-1. Wow, I'm impressed. You guys.
Thank- scared
I
now.
know my Italians. I
haven't
know
seen
my
either of those
gangster movies.
So please, give me a movie I've seen.
Oh, let's see what
I
Dan's
actually
got.
don't know my gangster movies.
Gianni.
Okay.
Oh, you got
Yes.
this one?
Yep,
Okay,
yep, I'm
okay.
there. I got
Yeah,
it.
you got that part, so we're good.
Yep.
What sport does Forrest Gump have a gift for? You
That
don't
would
even-
be football, running.
Okay, I'm going to read the multiple choice
Read the
questions.
multiple choice.
Okay.
Is it ping pong, ski
Oh.
jump, motor racing, or snooker?
That would be ping pong.
I'm just going to say, but no, he's not wrong.
Dude, I should have just
But
went.
no, he's not wrong because he got signed
He
to
had
that
a gift for
football
football,
team.
too.
He
was
was
just better at ping
running.
pong.
They were
He
like,
just kept running.
He
But it
was
wasn't
a
one
running
of those
back.
running.
He was running.
Hey, I make
Jenny.
up my own choices sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still had like Italian on the brain, so when you were like Jenny, I would thought you were saying like Gianni.
No.
Yeah, it took me a
Gianni.
second.
Like
Have you seen
Gianni
Forrest
Versace.
Gump?
Of course I have.
Don't say of
there
course,
was-
so you
there
haven't
There was
seen
not
Pulp
one
Fiction.
Italian in that movie. There was
go.
no
No,
one's
because I
down
was
south
so
like
thinking
that.
about
She was thinking about
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
I know, I get it.
That would be an interesting movie. Forrest Gump and Goodfellas.
It's
You run around the block again? What are you doing? I was running.
Don't break my fingers.
He was shooting at me. I got hit in the butt.
Guys, I was trying to make it through trivia. I got to pee so bad. They keep
Hey, you know what? I got to pee too, so we'll suffer together. All right, here we go.
They keep making
Whose
me
question
laugh.
is this? It's
It's
yours,
mine.
Laura.
It's
Okay.
mine.
Here we go. What role does Jodie Foster play in The Silence of the Lambs? Is it Jill Sparrow, Betty Swallow, everything, Clarice Starling, and Diane Blackbird?
Okay, so I'm
There's like
noticing
a-
a trend here.
There's like a famous quote that Anthony Hopkins says with her name in it.
What is the movie?
Hello.
Silence of the Lambs.
He kind of just gave it to you, yeah. Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bob, Bill. What was it?
Puts the lotion in the basket or else he gets the hose again.
It's
Wow. have you-
regrettably another one I've never seen.
Oh my God, you're just stacking them
You know what?
up.
That's okay, though. I don't suggest seeing. You know, there's like a couple movies in your life
No,
that you're
it's
like.
a good movie for Halloween. It was like
For Halloween, yeah.
voted one of the scariest movies.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
In this one website I went to.
Well, then I feel like we should watch it. I'm telling you, I've got like an encyclopedia of movies that I've never seen that he's like, that's it, we're watching that. And then we never watch that. So,
I think every couple does. Like, they're always, oh my God, you've never seen this? And then you try
Okay.
to find it on Netflix and it never works.
Well, there's like
Quick-
such a generational gap between us. Like you're missing like almost 15 years of movies.
okay, but then there's these two peas in a pod who still
Aw.
just seem to totally click.
it's the beard.
Look, why are
Bald
you
heads.
It gets me every time.
Bald heads.
Okay,
You-
would you please repeat the names, por favor?
Jeopardy music? Jill Sparrow, Betty Swallow, Clarice Starling, or Diane Blackbird?
Clarice Starling.
Was that a lucky guess?
Hello,
No, because I remembered that line. Yes.
Clarice, yes.
It's nice to see
In that moment, I remembered that line.
Good job. Golf
Thank
clap.
you.
So right
Thank
now we stand tied 2-2. All right, Team Toxic against Team Laura.
Oh, now we are a team. Wait a minute now.
We've been a team.
Oh, I didn't know
Remember
that.
the team powers
Yeah, we
activate?
fucking have.
Now this is your last question. Who wants to answer it? You got to choose.
I'll let you go because you've seen all these movies and I haven't,
Okay.
except Jenny.
Hello, Jet.
That's
What do you- I've
Jenny.
definitely seen that movie a couple
seen that
thousand
movie, yes.
times. That
All
was a
right,
good one.
so yeah, here's the one question that always tongue ties me. There's always one in every trivia that I can't say the name, and here's the one.
Oh boy.
In The Matrix, what was Nebuchadnezzar?
What was it? The Nebuchadnezzar?
Oh my God! How
I'm
did
sorry.
you fucking
I'm
know
so
that?
sorry.
He's gonna
That
know what
was-
it is if he knows how to.
the fucking ship, man.
This thing is like 1, 2, 3.
It's the ship.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
The
12, 13, 14,
Nebuchadnezzar.
15, 17 letters in this one thing. So what is the Nebuchadnezzar?
It's the ship.
Oh shit! That's the first choice, and it is correct. The Nebuchadnezzar is a ship. Guess I need to watch The Matrix again.
I was the 2. If Neo was the 1, I'm gonna see myself out.
Yeah. Car
No,
crash.
no, it's not a car crash because someone out there watching this totally gets it.
Well, look,
Someone loves me.
and somebody's like, God, that host of that show is an idiot. It was Nebuchadnezzar, just whatever he said.
That was
Fuck.
good though. You kind of confused me too. I'm like, man, he's throwing me off with that question.
I haven't seen The Matrix enough, I guess, because I had no idea what it was.
Nebuchadnezzar. Yep.
All right. So, Laura, this is it. The tie and going to overtime. In The Shawshank Redemption, what is on Andy's poster? Is it Raquel Welch, a sailing boat, Her Royal Highness, the Queen of England, or dogs playing pool?
Dogs playing pool.
For the tie? No, that is wrong. It was Raquel Welch. Ladies and gentlemen, our champions of
Hey!
trivia are Toxic. Congratulations.
Okay, good. I gotta pee so bad.
Watch
Please
your
keep them
hands.
busy.
Easy.
All right. Well, while Laura's peeing, you know what? I think this is a good time for us to take a break because I got to pee too.
Oh,
Yeah, I
good.
think I
need
can
a
pee also.
refill.
Hey, we'll be right back, folks.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Is that the most recent one, Britney versus Spears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one yet.
You haven't watched that one? Oh, that's
didn't get
yeah. I
to
told you I was watching it. Hey, we're back. We needed that break, and yeah, Britney Spears and her conservatorship. That Britney versus Spears.
Yeah, that's a good show.
It
I had
is.
to watch that.
What was the one we watched? It was a documentary though.
Yeah, the other
Pink
Britney
has a really good
Spears.
documentary if you haven't seen that one.
Who?
Pink.
I fell asleep on
Really?
that one. Yeah, I fell asleep.
No,
Fell asleep
it
on
was
Pink.
good.
I fell asleep on Pink.
I think it's
She's an
interesting
awesome person.
getting in the behind the scenes lives of rock stars like us, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like cool to see, hey, we're regular people, you know? We
Yeah.
like cars and stuff.
We're still regular people, unfortunately. We'll
Well,
get there.
like Britney Spears, man, she was dating a paparazzi. She dated her singer, not singer, but one of her
K-Fed.
dancers.
A backup
yeah.
dancer.
K-Fed, man.
Yeah.
That was like
Who
my
do you
idol
think was
growing
the
up.
who do you think was the piece of shit in that relationship though?
Did you see how he dressed?
Yeah, he was probably the douche, but he got the kids though. Like he's what started the whole conservatorship thing.
Okay, but that is just another argument, you know, a bias in the court system against women. You know what I mean? Like, poor Britney was, like, stressed the fuck out. And no judge, this male judge was looking at her going, well, she can't take care of her kids. And then was like, yeah, that douchebag is a better parental figure than Britney Spears. Like, that's baffling to me.
Well, here's what got me about this whole conservatorship thing. First off, Jamie Spears is a piece of shit. You got a girl's name and your name's fuck yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, anyway,
Jamie is
Spears.
gender neutral.
Okay, whatever you say. But anyway,
The shitty part is he also named his daughter Jamie.
Jamie. What the fuck?
the fuck is wrong with
I
him?
was reading so
What
much
a-
about the story and not actually watching anything, and I was like, wait a minute, what the hell does her sister have any fucking thing to do with this? And then I put 3 and 3 together to make 6, and it all came together real quick. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey, thanks for that little bit of
Tangent.
info
I'm
about
telling you,
3 and
man, all you get
Hey.
is tangents.
But my,
for the
my
tangents.
thing is with this, how a conservatorship is put in place when a person can't take care of themselves, right? It's usually like older people with
Yeah, that's like
this-
power of attorney.
Yeah, with
you
like
know?
Alzheimer's
Someone with
or
dementia, yes.
someone that can't take care of themselves.
Right.
Britney Spears was going out on tour making millions of dollars.
And
to
recorded 2 albums during that period.
2
too.
albums and went on tour, man.
Yep.
How do they find her not able to take care of herself and that her conservatorship is still needed to be in place? She was basically feeding her dad, who was feeding all these attorneys who were sucking all this money from her.
It was basically her dad and the one lawyer that were making tons of money off of what was going on. So.
Yeah. And what I did learn from this was from that first documentary we watched. You know, she was supposed to do this thing in Vegas, have another Vegas show. And she was walking the red carpet, and they thought she was going to speak, but she didn't. She went right to the limo. I guess in that moment in time, she had decided that she wasn't going to do that show, wasn't going to do that Vegas show. And they told her that if she could do it or she didn't have to do it, but if she didn't do it, it was going to affect, like, everybody from getting their paychecks. And they kind of threatened her. They threatened her for going on tour. I do remember that. They were like, if you don't do this tour, then things are going to be bad for you because you're not going to be bringing in money and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Jamie Spears, piece of shit. I'm glad. I think the conservatorship was over this month, right?
It's
All right.
precious to me how invested you are in Britney Spears' story.
Well, I think I would be invested in anybody's story that has a piece of shit dad like that, man. Just taking advantage of their kids for their talent. Nah, fuck that, man.
That's what I keep telling my daughter. I'm like, you got to keep singing and doing theater so daddy can be your manager one day and take a lot of money and just spend it on cars. So.
There you go, man.
Did not learn from that frickin' entire conservatorship there, huh?
Well, she won't
Conservatorship?
learn, but I will. Taking notes. How does this work?
Oh my God.
So fucked.
Hey, she's 13. I need to keep track of her right now, but, you know.
How old's your daughter?
13.
Aw.
So she's, you know, I'm still molding her, but she's doing a great job. She's at theater tonight. And then we have theater together on Thursday. And she does theater on Wednesdays and then also on Saturdays. She's in like 4 productions right now.
Oh, cool.
I lose track, honestly, of what she's
She
doing.
got an agent or anything like that?
No, we just do a local theater.
Oh, okay.
It's a mom and pop operation. She's been doing plays there for like 9 years. And she's doing really well now. She's the lead. She's actually, tomorrow is her first singing lesson. We're actually getting her lessons so she can get to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a tough world out there, man, for child actors.
Yeah.
My daughter, she's 17 now, but when she was 12, I want to say 12 or 13, everybody kept saying, because my daughter can really sing, and everybody was like, oh, you need to like sign her up, get an agent. So we did. We took her to Greensboro. She got this agent. She went to some acting classes, and she auditioned for a lead role in a one of those. It was a small film, Sundance Festival type deal, you know.
Yeah.
And she didn't get the lead part, but they asked her if she wanted to be an extra. So, God, it was some famous dude that was in it too. It was like a Nickelodeon guy. He was a principal in one of those shows on Nickelodeon. Anyway,
Mr. Belding?
who?
Oh, no, that wasn't
What?
Nickelodeon.
No.
I was Saved by the Bell.
Did you say Mr. Belding?
Mr. Belding?
It was a
That's the only
couple of
principal I
decades
care
ago.
about. Come on.
Wait a second. I don't even think Laura was born when Mr. Belding was around.
Well, you know.
Well, maybe you were. Whatever.
Saved by the Bell? Come on.
Yeah, he
You
knows.
know, I didn't get into Saved by the Bell. I was
That's
more
fair.
of like cartoon Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Like
okay.
the Ren and
Rugrats
Stimpy, the
and-
Rugrats, and to this day, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hell yeah.
Well, maybe it was one of those guys that did the movie.
It was like he was a principal on that Victorious or something like that. It was
Okay.
one of those movies, but she got bored with it and was done, and I never pressed her for it. You know,
Victoria Justice went to school with me
get out.
in my town. And Liz Gillies was actually went to prom with my friend.
Who's Liz Gillies? I don't
Liz
know.
Gillies was the enemy role in Victorious. She was like the enemy friend or whatever that no one really wanted to talk to or everything. She was a major actress. She still is. I mean, she has roles every now and then. But yeah, it was weird walking the halls with like Liz Gillies and Victoria Justice and a whole bunch of. There was some pretty. I'm just name dropping now. So you know, P Diddy lived in my town. No
Hey,
big
bro,
deal.
you think you can you still got contacts with
Yeah,
her?
Lil'
Facebook
Kim.
friends, you know? Hey,
Little Kim was right up the road from
On
us.
the
CC
podcast.
Sabathia, whatever. You know,
I
whatever.
shot one of Lil' Kim's videos.
Yeah, whatever. How's she doing these days, huh? Got a number?
It wasn't yesterday. It's like 20 years ago.
So what happened to Victoria though? What happened to her? Like she was the main star of that show, but like her co-star is famous now. What's her name?
Ariana Grande?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she's
She,
worldwide superstar.
Okay, I'm
don't
just
know.
going to say it. Ariana Grande is an intensely talented individual.
I thought Victoria. What's her name?
Her
Victoria
name
what?
is Victoria Justice.
Victoria Justice. Okay.
She is not intensely talented
No, she
like
was kinda plain.
Ariana Grande.
kinda
Like
plain.
she was definitely
She's a lot hotter.
Who?
Victoria Justice.
Then Ariana?
Yeah.
What?
I think so. Yeah.
It's up for debate. I mean, I think I never
First
really
of all,
found
you
anyone
grown
on
gentlemen are
Nickelodeon.
talking about like
Sorry.
young girls who
No, she's
played
like-
high
she's
school
she's like my
students.
age.
She's like 30 now. She's like your age.
Okay,
Right?
but the picture you're imagining is what you saw in the TV show 25
No,
years
not at all.
ago.
Now you're putting words in my
There
mouth.
was
I
a
You
don't
Google
remember
nasty.
that.
image search like 2 days ago. It's fine. He deleted the history already.
It takes a lot of work for them to be who they are. Any of those people, like we're talking about Britney or Ariana Grande, like those people have to work so hard. I would never want to be to like that level, like a Michael Jackson or Madonna, where you have so much going on in your head and so many people that rely on you for stuff. And
Yeah.
you know,
When the show doesn't end with the show,
yeah.
when you have to be this persona 24/7, that gets so hard.
Yeah.
Like that's exhausting for sure.
Like the biggest one to come from our era, I think, personally, is Demi Lovato. I mean, she is massively talented on so many different scales, and whether you agree with, you know, who she is or what she stands up for, her talent is bar none one of the best to ever come from the Disney and Nickelodeon and stuff like that. She can sing her ass off. And just her backstory too. I think there was like a YouTube series that came out from her story, and I wanted to watch it, and I never got around to it. But she, you know, just it's interesting, whether it's the Britney thing or the Demi Lovato or whatever, seeing the hardship that these people actually go through, and it brings you down to the level of, okay, you know what? They honestly went through a hell of a lot, even at the level that they're at now. The journey is always what intrigues me about people, is what makes them who they are now and who they are today. And, you know, that's kind of, it's what we really did with Toxic. It's like we got to know the guys, you know, and where they came from, and our stories and everything kind of meshed, and we were all from up north, and you know, it was important for us to just have the camaraderie, not just from music, you know, perspective, but hang out and have a beer, you know, go to each other's house, hang out at the fire pit. That's really important, and I don't think enough bands or people in general have that camaraderie before doing what they really do. So
empathy does not exist in humanity, honestly, as a whole, you know, so I think it's a very rare thing what you guys have, and I think we have been fortunate enough to have experienced that camaraderie and that truly like innate brotherhood that comes with being in that environment together, creating something truly magical as a group, because it just doesn't happen if you don't have that vibe, honestly. Yeah. So I think it's, you know, on the outside looking in, when we look at kind of, you know, the unfortunate side effects that comes with being these people, the Britney Spears, the Demi Lovatos, the Victoria Justices, and we're like, it's just, we cannot fill those shoes. So we have to draw our own judgments. And that's very broad generalization. You know, it's sad and it's scary to think like how fragile we are as humans. And then being put under a spotlight, that fragility is just intensified that much more so. So it's sad and it's scary. And I hope the best for these women and, you know,
and
all
we're
these
doing
great
this
musicians.
for fun. It's like we're not famous. We're not writing our own music. We're not trying to go out there and be any of those types of people. We just do this because we have fun. We all have regular jobs. We really enjoy the music we're playing. We enjoy spending time with each other. So we've already had tons of people tell us, like, we can tell on stage that when you guys are playing, you like each other and you're interacting with each other. I mean, sometimes you go out there and you see a band, they're not even moving, and it looks like they're not even having fun. Like, one of my most recent recollections is the drummer from Kenny Chesney. Like, you're the drummer for Kenny Chesney, and the guy up there looked like he's, like, you know, another day at the office, like, we done yet? Like, and he's like Kenny Chesney's best friend. They've been playing together forever. But it's like he wasn't even into it, and it's like, we enjoy what we're doing. We love the songs. Like, we're not going to do a song that we all hate just because it sounds good or we think, you know, somebody wants to hear it.
Or because they want to hear it, yeah.
We're doing this for fun, you know. We want to be friends. We hang out with each other outside of the band. We hang out after rehearsal pretty much every night. We're hanging out in my driveway till 11 at night, you know, just hanging out and talking and getting along and stuff. So
when it becomes a business construct, there's no fun anymore.
Right.
And then everyone feels that, to your point, you know.
I kind of wonder, though, how many bands that play on tour together, like big name bands, they play 4 nights a week, 5 nights a week. How many of them have to keep that same motivation? How many times they go on stage and are like calling it in, phoning it in, you know, they're like exhausted. Like the fucking Counting Crows. I'll never forget this, man.
Don't ruin my Counting Crows right now.
Hold on. Adam Durowitz, that motherfucker. Okay, hold on. Let me talk about him. So I love the Counting Crows. One of my favorite bands, you know, growing up in the mid-'90s. Got my CD player from my car. First thing I got was a Counting Crows CD. Popped it in. It's like Mr. Jones. It's been a
long December and there's... Yep.
That's one of them.
That's it.
I would have thought you'd have came out with Mr. Jones.
Fuck no. That's
nobody. They don't even come out with it. I saw them at PNC Arena.
They didn't play Mr. Jones?
They did not play Mr. Jones, bro. Wow. I'm telling you. I thought they
Big Yellow Taxi? Did you hit you with some of that?
What was that when he was, like, with Sheryl Crow?
No, seems to go that you don't know what you done till it's gone. Pay paradise.
Put up a parking lot. That was a duet he did with Sheryl Crow, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, that's Sheryl.
Makes sense.
I thought they were dating at some point.
Sounded similar to Sarah McLachlan over the microphone. That's
bad. But you know what? Adam Durowitz didn't sing Mr. Jones, and I was pissed.
I
was like, take your Rain King and shove it up your ass. I didn't come here for that. I want to hear Mr. Jones. It was the song that put you on the map.
Fuck yeah.
And you did not play it. Now, I did hear rumors that his voice couldn't hit the notes that it took. But okay, I don't care. Try. I can try.
It was like Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah.
I've been to 3 or 4 of his shows now. Now Benjamin literally does not have his voice anymore. He can't scream. His bass player screams. Fine. But he barely sings on stage. I mean, let alone anything else. And
The new Breaking Benjamin? Or
so it's still Benjamin Burnley Burnley, something like that, is the lead singer still.
Yeah.
But he revamped his entire band because his band left or something.
oh yeah,
like
they
that.
call it something else though. It's not Breaking Benjamin.
No, it's Breaking Benjamin.
Well, what's the other?
We just saw them at Blue Ridge.
Yeah, but there's another band that the other lead singer from Breaking Benjamin fronts now.
It has
I only know
always
the one
been
singer.
Benjamin.
Hold on, we
Benjamin.
got
You
controversy
you
here.
just fucked
That is-
everyone up
that
in the
is-
studio.
Ooh,
Google.
I just shit myself. What happened?
Anyway,
Be new news.
we were fortunate enough to have caught a snippet of Breaking Benjamin at Blue Ridge. I thought he sounded great.
Did you see Shinedown though?
I did not see Shinedown. They were Sunday, right? Because we left Sunday
They might have
morning.
been. They might
I
have
actually
headlined
partied with
Sunday.
Shinedown's drummer a couple of years ago at a cornhole
Fucking,
tournament.
Nice.
Wow, I can't think of his name.
Me either.
Did Benjamin invite the kids on stage?
Yeah, so
on,
anyway,
your kids.
to the ADD fucking again. They played Walnut Creek 2 years ago, something like that. 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, and Chevelle.
Didn't you go to that?
Yeah,
He
we
was
were
like,
there.
he sounded
Yeah.
drunk as shit. I mean, he was inviting kids on stage and cursing. They're like, "Watch those fucking wires, kids!" And they're like 3 years old. Like, what are you doing, dude? So, I mean, he's again one of those singers that had autoimmune problems. He drank himself into oblivion, and the whole Phobia album is about all of his drinking and stuff like that. But when they don't perform the way that you know them or remember them or love them, it's like, wow. Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
gonna fucking go to their concerts ever again, but it puts a sour taste in your mouth, so I completely
I'll still
relate.
Go, but...
I'll still go. Fuck it, yeah.
But our goal is to provide awesome rock and roll, and when people
Consistently.
come to our shows,
If we suck,
they
at least we
come
do
to
it
our shows.
consistently. But we're not that bad. We're pretty good.
I'm still trying to find this.
We're getting
Because you're not
better
going to, because it
every
was
time.
false news. We're gonna have to Snopes
You're
that
getting
one.
something confused.
I
Maybe it was when
might.
Britney Spears got a new singer.
Fuel got a new singer.
Does that help?
No, it was the lead singer for Breaking Benjamin,
Has always
in
been
the
Benjamin.
90s or early 2000s, formed another band, and then they got a new lead singer.
BB, I feel like you're thinking about someone else.
Oh, no, it's Breaking Benjamin, man. I'm telling
Van
you.
Halen got a new singer. at one point.
It's literally called Breaking Benjamin for Benjamin
Benjamin,
Burnley
yeah.
is the.
Yeah,
But also,
no,
how narcissistic do you have to be to name the band after yourself? I'm sorry.
I don't think he did. I think they did. I
There
mean,
was-
it's the
there
same
was
thing with
no
Van
Alice.
Halen. The Van Halens didn't want to name the band Van Halen. It
Okay,
was
but
David Lee
also
Roth.
when you're Eddie Van Halen, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
But it wasn't his idea.
You might as
That's
well
my
jump.
point.
That's the only fucking Van Halen song I'm gonna bring out today.
Good job.
Panama.
oh, my God.
Eruption.
You are erupting.
Switch
Hot
625.
teacher.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh, this is going to kill me now. I'm not going to be able to focus until I find this band.
We'll let you search, but we don't have.
I'm trying to search it. Nothing's pulling up.
We don't
now.
have
All right,
3.5
if you're listening
days
to
to
the podcast
dedicate.
or watching
It-
this, now's
it
the
didn't
time to go to
happen.
the bathroom. We'll be back in
It
5
didn't
minutes.
Really,
happen.
I think you're thinking about someone else, but I'm just trying.
We'll help.
Of course, I'm forgetting who I think.
Did
you're
that
thinking
band
about.
member from Breaking Benjamin leave and start another
So
band?
no, he had to find his whole entire another band because his band they just disbanded. So it was
somebody-
always
and-
Benjamin,
Yeah.
but Benjamin found 2 more guitarists, a bassist. I think the drummer isn't even original.
Kind of like what we did.
Yeah, I mean
Sometimes you just gotta
he
rebrand your band.
rebanded himself. That's why there was a humongous gap from CD or album from fucking what was that 2007 all
I
the way
don't
to
even know anything you're
2013.
talking about. I think I got into them after that.
It probably.
Now, Deftones guitarist founded another a band. Are you thinking about Deftones?
I must be thinking.
Change.
Into a fly.
Anthony's gonna kill me. I don't like Deftones. I was never a fan of Deftones.
I don't dislike Deftones, but the guitarist side project I think was much better. Team Sleep. Well worth a listen. You can feel Deftones in it, but Team Sleep, it's it's very soft, but the sound is very unique. And if you're not careful, it will put you to sleep, but like in a really good way. Not like bored to tears kind of. It very unique sound. I love Team Sleep. I wish they would do something else. They put out one album that I'm aware of, but it's good.
I like all different kinds of music.
That's good.
You can't listen to just one type of music, you know?
Well, it did kind of throw me
so much
when you
good
were
stuff.
talking about Kenny Chesney's drummer, and I'm like, I don't know who Kenny Chesney is.
He's
Because she hates country.
probably one of
Thank
the
you.
biggest like
Thank
beach
you.
music country
Fucking
guys.
hate it.
Have you ever heard of Jimmy Buffett?
Okay, look.
Margaritaville,
Jimmy
you've heard.
Buffett.
I
We stand
lived
away.
behind Margaritaville in Key West.
There you go.
There you go.
I've been there.
I
a time or
watched
two.
Jimmy Buffett walk out of the back door of Margaritaville. My husband at the time was like, "Oh my God, this Jimmy Buffett."
I wouldn't know him if he
And
spit
he,
on me
like-
in the face.
Roadrunner, like, all I saw was like a plume of dust. And then next thing I know, he's like outside and like taking pictures with Jimmy Buffett. And I'm just like, I don't get how a grown man can get so excited over like some drunk old guy caterwauling into a microphone. If you were this,
Wow, what a compliment. Thank you.
The man's got like casinos and shit. She's like, he is just a drunk man with a
Yeah.
if
fucking
you
Hawaiian
wanted
shirt.
to hear some old drunk white guy caterwaul into a microphone, we can call my grandfather right now.
Let's go to
Wow.
karaoke, everybody.
So yes, you know who Jimmy Buffett is. So Kenny Chesney's like the country version of Jimmy Buffett. He's like the
Jimmy
younger
Buffett
version.
is low-key country.
He's folk.
No,
He'd be. That's like
They
American
call it
folk
beach
tale.
music. They actually named it like after his style of music, which a bunch of country artists are now kind of hopping into and becoming.
I can't stand country.
Thing.
I can't do it.
I think it's because of Jimmy Buffett that I can't stand country music. 'Cause it's-
That is.
Oh
I make
my
fun
God.
of country
Incorrect
music
statement.
religiously.
Jimmy
Word.
Buffett is the great
Cheeseburger in paradise.
great,
You cannot.
great
That is-
Cheeseburgers
yes.
in paradise.
great grandfather of country
Margaritaville.
music.
Come on.
No.
Margaritaville.
How do you lose the
He's
salt
never
shaker?
country.
Like
I
what-
swear to God, if I had
That is
actually
not
slit
country.
my wrist for every time I heard Margaritaville.
Well, but you know, they were talking on the radio today about what is country, and they've said through all the years, like
Green grass, American Pie.
When Johnny Cash came out, like, oh, that's not country.
A
'cause he's
Chevy
singing
truck.
About this, or one other guy was like rapping-ish in a song, and they're like, well, that's not country because he's doing this, or Garth Brooks was doing that. It's like you don't have to genre every kind of music.
There can be Southern influences in every like major genre of music. There's Leonard Skinner. There's Jimmy
Southern rock.
Buffett. There's
Right.
fucking Elvis
Right.
Presley, who all
Thank you.
have
Thank you very
super
much.
Southern roots.
Oh.
Right.
Who are not inherently country. Lil Nas X is not inherently country, but very Southern inspired roots. And that I think is different in and of itself from country.
So I love Shinedown, like with a burning passion. My favorite band. I've seen them 100 times, and
Tell my mother, tell my
I will
father.
break it out. So, but Brent Smith,
But also I expect you to.
Brent Smith has the epitome of my ideal voice of any singer. It's a little bit of Southern twang, but everything that they do is rock. You know, everything is Southern influenced rock. And I always thought that was. There's a band called Shaman's Harvest. And if you, yeah, I mean that dude's voice is like, oh my God, will melt like any man's like heart. Like that is amazing talent that man has. And it's so close to country, but then, you know, they take it to a heavier realm, and I'm like, okay, that's why I don't like country, because it doesn't get heavier than I drive your truck, I roll every window down.
Well, then you need to go to country rock. I mean, how many different metals are there? There's hard rock, heavy metal.
But country
death
will never
metal,
be country like it used to be, and that's what people always say about country. It's like, well, what's on the radio isn't country. It's pop. It's pop
Well,
country.
everything evolves and changes. So, I mean, that's what I say. You don't really have to genreize every type of band or music or whatever. It's just if you like it, listen to it, and you're done.
But also, that's any genre that's heavily commercialized. There's pop rock. There's pop. There's
Prog
techno,
metal.
pop.
But
Think
it's
about
only
metal,
because there's
new
two
metal.
or more bands that are playing the same style of music, so they figure they have to give it a name. I listen to everything from Garth Brooks to the Beach Boys to The Cure. to Breaking Benjamin and Bullet for My
I love that
Valentine.
for
Like,
you.
Yeah.
I can listen to almost anything except gangster rap, really, and enjoy.
Why is it just gangster rap? Why can't it just be regular rap? Why
I
are you
love regular
genreizing
rap.
it?
I listen to Snoop Dogg. I listen to Dr. Dre. I
He's-
love it.
he's
But I'm not going
gangster.
to listen to all your buddies that are in jail or talk about.
My buddies
What was
are
it?
not in
Singing
jail.
about being in
but-
jail, but have never actually been in
My
jail.
word.
All right, so I'm an idiot.
appalled.
All right, what'd you find out? Survey says.
It was 3 days grace.
3
in
days.
Yes, Adam
Saint
Gontier.
Sonia.
Yes, Saint
Saint
Sonia
Asonia
is a awesome band. He did a great job with that.
That's
yes.
what I was thinking about, so I stand corrected, Mr. Benjamin.
Hold
Benjamin.
on
Benjamin.
to me, like you're
right,
the
Benjamin
only
is safe
one that
this
see.
All right, I can continue with the show now.
Let's do
All
it.
right, nice to have
We
you
got
back.
Mike back.
All right.
We got him back.
Saint
He
Sonia, yes.
actually like disappeared for 30
I
fucking minutes.
could not let that get
Well, that's
away.
why-
We saw him, but it was just like a fucking wall.
It was just us
It
chatting
was just
about
this.
genre and
We
music.
were talking honestly.
I heard Alice in Chains, and it made me look up.
There you go.
We were speaking very deeply into the melting pot that is the definition of genre. And I think that's important. You know, Dan made an excellent point. Like, you listen to what you like and don't give it another thought. You don't have to slap a label on it, but there is, for me, a certain kind of commercialized type of country that I just cannot deal.
Well, and that goes back to the branding that I said. Like, we do play heavier music. Some may call it heavy metal, but like I said, we also do some lighter rock and harder rock. So we don't really want to genreize ourselves to a point where people are like, oh, Toxic, they're a heavy metal band, I don't want to go see them, or something like that. And I was talking to Ronnie, the owner of Corner Pocket, and I said, once we booked the show, I said, listen, I just want to let you know that we play a little bit heavier music than you used to, because they do a lot of country stuff there and, you know, acoustic acts. And he said, I don't give a shit what you play as long as you bring people in here to buy alcohol from my bar and I make money. That's
Yeah.
it. Spoken
That's
like a
all
true owner.
venues. That's all venues want.
Yeah.
Venues.
Ta-da.
Venues.
That's
Venues.
all they care about is bring people in. So,
Vendors supply the beer, and then
Swear
venues.
to God, I'm just going to flip this whole goddamn table.
so that's what we're doing.
I mean,
Ooh.
you know what? So 20 years from now, I'll still be listening to my favorite genre.
Right.
And it's on my shirt. It's on the wall behind me right here. That's all my stuff. Note to self, put Sarah McLachlan on the wall back here.
Don't matter, man.
I'm going to have to go see
If
my
you
buddy.
like it, listen to it.
Yeah.
Even if it's Jimmy Buffett.
Or Lane Staley, just
Cheeseburger.
whining his whole entire
There's
life away.
there's nothing sharp enough in this studio.
You know,
Blunt
funny.
force trauma. It's a thing. SVU
Thank
taught me.
God. I think the whole soundboard over here might do it. How much does that weigh?
Not much, but the corner would really
There's
hurt.
a chair
Okay,
right over
cool.
here if we want to start doing some wrestling moves.
Some TLC matches.
WWE
flipping
up in
over.
here.
No holds barred.
I will say, Jimmy Buffett, though, his concert, at least here at Walnut Creek, is the biggest party concert
Oh,
that
yeah.
you have. Like, people that weren't even thought of
Yeah, no.
having in their mother's womb when he was, like,
He's
the
fucking
peak.
87 years old.
It doesn't
But
matter.
they
It's
are
the
out there
feeling.
That's
Party
87
loud.
years young.
yes.
It's all. See, here's the thing. So it's not.
He's got a TikTok account.
It bothers me so much that he outlived my grandmother.
But it's
Definitely.
That's
almost
all I'm
not
going to
about
say about
what's
that.
going on stage.
Yeah.
It's about the feeling that the audience has. And that's what you're talking about with Jimmy Buffett shows. I drank a lot of margaritas that night, so I don't really remember the show. But
It was
I
good.
know I was there.
you were with, like, me.
And I mean, that crowd.
You guys had met that night.
You talk about pre-gaming. You want to see tailgating? Go to a Jimmy Buffett show and just
Yes.
drive through the parking lot like 6 hours before the show.
Yes.
There's people there that like decorate entire trailers, make margarita like bars on
Yeah.
in their cars and stuff. It is just the most fun you can have with
Me and my ex-husband were those people. I scratch that. He was that person, and I was the supportive
you were along for
sidekick.
the ride. There you
Yes. And there was one concert we attended where I
George Strait?
just stayed in the parking lot because I'm like,
That was Dire Straits.
I don't want to go in. I'm having too much fun out here. I know I won't have as much fun in there.
But you will, but that's the thing. You go into a Jimmy Buffett concert, and now it's not only the party, but you got the music to support it.
But that's the thing, is like, I hate the music.
Well, you love our music, so bring all your friends to our concert.
Wow, that was a transition.
Go. Look at that.
The plug.
We're actually playing a show.
Toxic this Saturday, Corner
Wait, when is this
Pocket.
coming out?
Speaking of toxic, I do feel like I was just kind of manipulated into something.
Hopefully this is coming out before our show, because we need the promotion.
Yeah, this is coming this week. Coming out this week.
Is your band uniform just a red flag?
It's a thermometer. Actually, we check everyone's temperature before we go on stage.
Too soon.
No, it's not.
Rectal.
Too soon.
Whoa!
I mean, I was going to say that, but I guess it's better if you say it.
Yeah, we clean it after everyone. Don't worry.
But I agree with Dan. One of my drunkest moments at a concert ever was Jimmy Buffett. Started out the night by spilling a whole bottle of Fireball in the back of my Mustang at the time.
Oh, man.
Then we cried, and then we went to the concert, and then cried over the Fireball. Yeah. So I got so fucked up during the tailgate. The only song I remember was Cheeseburger in Paradise. And I was standing at the very top, like where the lawn starts.
Yeah.
I was up there by the one of the concession booths.
Yeah.
And
with the vendors.
With the vendors.
Vendors.
Yes. And that was it. I remember Cheeseburger in Paradise, and I remember sleeping in my truck in the parking lot overnight.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Jimmy
just gonna
Buffett's
put this
coming
out
to Walnut
here.
Creek next year.
Yes.
2022.
We will be there.
We'll be there too. Hey.
God forbid he dies of COVID.
Oh my God. Send all your hate email to @lauramade.89 on Instagram.
Now we'll never fund the salt shaker.
I'm just gonna put this
Son of
out
a
here.
bitch.
Go ahead.
I have never been to a concert that I wanted to go to and got myself that
Yeah, no.
obscenely drunk. Music for me, okay? The first time I saw Dream Theater.
But wouldn't you want to do that at a country music?
Cold, sober, because that is a religious experience for me.
Yes, ma'am.
And I live, you know what I mean? I'm not going
is
to
that?
pay money to go see real musicians doing their fucking thing. So when I go to a Jimmy Buffett concert and I'm like, I have to get drunk to enjoy this, that's not a fucking
Well,
musician.
you don't have to.
And I'm not going to pay
You don't
money
have to be
see
crazy to
that.
work here, but it helps.
Right.
So listen,
Bruh.
next time, if ever Soften the Glare comes back, I want to see you there.
Say that again, sorry.
If ever Soften the Glare comes back to this area, because last time I saw him was at the Maywood, I want to see you there. Talking about Stone Cold Sober and watching a band play that's amazingly incredible.
Okay.
Let's say I've never heard of them.
Ryan, the bass player from Mudvayne,
Yeah.
was in another band called Soften the Glare.
It was
With
fucking
an
jazz.
Amazing drummer and amazing guitars. There's 3 of them. There's no singer. And the music is just incredible.
I love an instrumental.
It's incredible. There was not a single girl in the crowd, so if you go there looking like yourself, you're gonna have some trouble because it's like all guys. It's like a Rush crowd, you know. You go in years past, you would go see Rush, and it was like just all guys like dun 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 dun. Soften the Glare is kind of the same thing.
But then there's me
not
who's
that music.
actually there to like truly enjoy the music, and I'm gonna have to leave me alone. Leave me alone. Are you listening? Leave me alone.
But you can appreciate good musicianship.
Yes.
And that's what Toxic provides. So
Wait.
when you come see us, you can be stone cold sober and enjoy the show.
That never happens at concerts.
What?
You like any random girl having to like swat guys away like that, unless they're completely fucked up or stoned.
Well, no.
I've never seen it.
Did you not just hear Dan was like, if you go see this group?
Yeah, I heard that. But wait, so
Anyway.
Well, you're
so you're gonna have to be swatting guys away at this show?
well.
I want to be there to video. No, I want to video it. It'd be good content.
You can make a
Start a
TikTok.
bar fight.
I think it's time to wrap this up, guys.
Make a TikTok.
Dude, that would be a great TikTok.
I'm just saying the
actually.
production, though. Just swatting them.
Look,
There you go. Just enjoy the music. So, can we give a little shout out though?
Please
well,
do.
So look, let's do this.
Shameless
members.
plug time.
Shameless plug time. The guys here from Toxic, you know, it's been great. We appreciate you guys coming in. It's been a great. I mean, my face hurts. I'm glad I took that like 10-minute break to find
killing
3
me.
Days Grace.
Oh
Yeah, you know,
That was
insane
good.
as Sonia. But anyway,
Man, I'm like, Breaking Benjamin. I just was trying to justify it in my head. Go ahead. Who are you shouting out to?
Damn it.
Any venues you got?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I
What you got?
just wanted to give a shout out to the rest of our band. Obviously, you
That
only
would
have
be
two
good.
spots here.
That would be good. 2/5.
So, Anthony, Rick, and Scott.
So we have to get all you guys. I don't know if everybody would fit in here.
Oh, we'll get them to fit.
Oh, we would.
We could.
Anthony will
We
probably
could
sit on my
have
He's
lap.
not up here to watch Netflix.
Nah.
We can have people zoom in
We
too.
will absolutely. People will sit on each other's laps.
You just
We're
need
that
more
close.
That would be
chairs.
great. Yeah.
These chairs are like $10 from Target. We just need more
I've
chairs.
got more
We'll bring
chairs.
chairs.
It's
I'll bring
the
a drum throne and sit on
cameras.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
that. I don't need to talk. I can be in the background. Who cares about the drum?
Just looming over
But
everyone.
we do want to plug the shows. So we're playing at Corner Pocket, which is in Raleigh, on the corner of Capitol Boulevard and Durant Road. That's on the 16th, which is going to be this Saturday. And then we're playing
Locked and Loaded.
And Garner.
Garner.
All
We
right.
finally got it.
Yep.
What's that date?
November 20th of this year.
November 20th, locked and loaded in Garner, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to look on our calendar and see if we've got anything going on that
We
night.
don't have anything going on that night. This is what's
That
going
brain.
on
There
that
you
night.
Hey, do we get VIP treatment?
Fuck yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we're hoping to be outside. It's going to depend on the weather.
Yeah, it might be a little
But
chilly.
if
Yeah.
it's
Might
if
be a
the
little chilly.
weather's decent, then we'll be outside in the parking lot and it'll be on. If it's a little nasty, we may be inside, but we'll still rock either way.
We
Yeah.
went to
Of
Locked and
course.
Loaded. Remember, we went to Locked and Loaded and saw,
Yes.
what is it, 454 out there, I think. Yeah.
I've heard them.
And the fucking line to get a beer was ridiculous, bro.
So now
Did-
we know to bring our own.
But there's a gas station right across the street, remember?
We did walk to the gas station. I bought
There
a
you
bottle
go.
of rosé, and that was that.
But that was like when the pandemic started, and some businesses were still open up, and they were trying. I think.
Well, they were not. Whatever bar that was, and I apologize, I don't remember. Wherever that was being held, they weren't doing inside service, like, and that's fine. I get that. You can't have a bunch of people like breathing on each other when you're, transmitting COVID. So, I'm not mad at it. It was outside. It was a great time. It was hot though. I don't think it was in November.
It was during the summer, yeah.
I feel like it was a lot in the summertime last year.
See, the problem is we lost a lot of venues during COVID. So
Yeah.
now it's like whatever is still out there, we need people to go out and support. Whatever band is playing, whatever show is going on, just go out and support these businesses and help them out. We lost the Maywood, we lost the Southland Ballroom, we lost, so many places. So
Have you guys tried to get into Lincoln Theater?
not yet.
Yeah.
Lincoln's very weird. It's
on our bucket list, though. I mean, I would love to play the Link. That's kind of, you move to Raleigh and all you hear about is the biggest venue in Raleigh. So you might want to play the, at least tangible one to
Yeah,
play.
well, that would be
I
the
mean, we're
Ritz,
not
but-
we're not playing
That's
Walnut
insane.
anytime
That's even
soon,
harder.
but
a Red Hat.
I mean,
Red Hat.
Red Hat's like that's a big step up from
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Well,
Yeah,
each
yeah,
one of them
that's
is
what
a
we're
little
saying.
stepping
That's what
stone,
we're
but
saying.
That's what they were saying.
But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
play where we can play, and as we get more popular and better well known, we will be at some of those
yeah,
places. Maybe
I
not
think
all of them.
we're still in the phase of trying to get our names out there, and we kind of had an expectation this year of what we were going to do, and I think we surpassed it. Even with stuff that happened with band members and whatever else, but yeah, I mean we're chugging along and now booking for 2022, and yeah, we're just having fun on the ride, whatever.
Yeah, so if there's any bands out there that want to do a show with us, or any venues that want to book us, check us out on Facebook or Instagram or.
That's all we got. That's
Soon,
it. That's all.
TikTok?
TikTok, sure, whatever. If
Well,
you're
we have our
between the
social media
ages
manager
of,
right here, so there's your homework for
if you're on the
tonight.
age of
Make us a TikTok page and
13 to 64, then,
figure something out.
Well, look, I know a few venues,
But
man.
not in
I
the
could
middle.
probably throw your names out
yeah.
there and see if
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
get
yeah.
you guys out there.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We played Buds. I saw that you had Rock the Pig, and
And we were
I
supposed to
was
be
like,
down the street at
damn.
at Creedmoor Tavern,
right.
but we missed that show. So we're going to reschedule that for early next year.
Oh, Creedmoor Tavern, 2 miles away.
2
Yep.
miles away.
We
yeah.
were supposed to
If
play there.
that.
Oh yeah.
We were supposed to have that 2
We've
weeks
actually
ago.
had
In the middle of our break.
Stephanie Lynn was on the show, and she did a show there. Actually, 2 bands that we've had on the show performed up there. Lee Robinson's L.A. Maybe. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I take it back. His Guns N' Roses tribute band.
Night
played.
Train.
Night Train.
Yes.
Those guys, man.
We know
Actually,
Lee.
you guys know Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit?
Little bit.
Little bit?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Nah, he's
We
a
won't get
Lee's
into
a
it, but yes, we
fucking
know
good
Lee.
dude, man.
family
Hey,
friend over here.
yeah, I like Lee, man. He's been on the show twice, and their band, L.A. Maybe, they're originals, right? But they got 2 originals that should be on the radio right now. In my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. But whatever. Lee's a drunk. Peace out, Lee. Hey, peace. I love you, bro. I can't wait to drink with you again. Hope you come to the Halloween party. You guys are invited to our Halloween party, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Now everyone's invited to the Halloween party.
No.
I gotta make a bigger
Not
cake.
Not everybody.
No.
Only the one subscriber, and he's already at the computer right now. We already made that known. It's
If
fine.
we get 1,200 subscribers by tomorrow at 12 a.m.
Oh, shit. Purple
invite
everything.
everybody.
Purple beer.
everything.
Purple
Fucking head to
everything.
toe purple.
Oh my God! Your little chest hairs would be purple.
Oh
Boom.
my God.
Frosted chest hair tips.
Hey, you know what? I want to thank the guys with Toxic, Daniel and Dan. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you guys.
Raise them
Appreciate
up.
it.
Having us.
Absolutely.
Thanks for getting hammered with us tonight, Laura.
Absolutely.
I'm empty.
She's empty, of course.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
He's
All right.
Time to play some Jimmy Buffett on the way out.
Yeah. I would love a cheeseburger right now.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.